Behind every legend lies a reason. This is Myth and Motive.
Hello everyone. Indonesia is a country in the Southeast Asia region, with an area of approximately 1.9 million square kilometers and a population of about 275 million people. This is the 14th largest country and the 4th most populous in the world. Although somewhat chaotic, it cannot be denied that this country has a strangely captivating beauty. From its bubbling active volcanoes to its dense tropical forests, where unique species reside. Indonesia never ceases to amaze anyone who sets foot there. With over 17,000 islands scattered between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, each island has its own story, its own culture, creating a small universe full of colors and sounds. To better understand this fascinating country, please watch today's video. 1. The Rain Cloud Festival with Strangers. In Indonesia, there is a controversial traditional custom related to spiritual and belief practices called PON. At the sacred Gunung Kemukus Temple on Java Island, Indonesia, participants in this ritual must have sexual relations with someone who is not their spouse. They must perform this act in 7 consecutive ceremonies, with each ceremony stays 35 days. It is believed that if they complete the required number of times, they will receive wealth and prosperity and advancement in their work. This custom has caused much controversy regarding morality and culture. Although some participate hoping to change their fate, many Indonesians, especially from the Muslim community, strongly oppose and consider this act contrary to morality. Besides the controversial moral aspect, this practice also carries health risks, particularly related to sexually transmitted diseases due to lack of control during participation in a ritual. Recently, the Indonesian government has attempted to control and restrict the PON ritual. Educational and health campaigns and religious propaganda have also been organized to raise public awareness about the potential risks of this custom. 2. The Man with 88 Wives. Married for the first time at 14 years old, Mr. Khan, now over 60, has not stopped marrying and has become the man with the most marriages in Indonesia with 88 marriages. Among the 87 marriages to 46 different women, Mr. Khan revealed that only 40 marriages were registered with the authorities, and some of those wives have reunited 3 to 4 times. He recounted that his first marriage was to a 16-year-old girl, 2 years older than him. Believing he had bad intentions, she demanded a divorce after 2 years of living together. After the marriage broke down, he began to learn how to conquer women's hearts. He said and revealed that his longest marriage lasted 14 years, but most of the others were very brief, lasting from a few months to a few weeks. Mr. Khan is considered the man with the most wives in Indonesia. His story has attracted attention from domestic and international media. Indonesian law stipulates monogamous marriage, and divorce must be carried out in court. Any divorce by mutual agreement without a judge's witness is not recognized. However, men in this country are still allowed to have multiple wives under certain religious and regional cultural conditions. 3. The only home of the Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon, also known as the mysterious guardian of Komodo Island, perhaps the only creature on the planet that makes you want to admire it but also run for your life. Up to 3 meters long and weighing over 70 kilograms, their appearance is no different from creatures set out of fantasy films, only missing the ability to breathe fire. With rough, dark skin, the Komodo dragon moves like an extremely professional stealthy predator. Don't let their lazy appearance fool you. When targeting a meal, this species can charge at speeds of up to 20 kilometers per hour. Strolling on Komodo Island and see a crawling rock coming towards you. Not only possessing speed, the Komodo dragon also has a powerful biological weapon. Their mouths are full of dangerous bacteria. A bite from a Komodo dragon not only causes you pain but can also lead to fatal infections. In fact, instead of fiercely chasing prey, they often just need to bite once and leisurely wait. With excellent endurance, the Komodo dragon can track prey for days until the venom and bacteria start to work. At that point, the meal is ready. However, interestingly, Komodo dragons are not always thought of violence. They can live for over a month without eating, and when fully energized, they can lie in the sun, enjoying life on the tropical island like lazy gentlemen. Think they. In fact, Komodo dragons also show affection to each other when not hungry. Young Komodo dragons, to avoid becoming lunched by their own mother or siblings, often climb trees to shelter during their first few years of life. And with this slow but steady lifestyle, it's no surprise that the Komodo dragon is called the ruler of Komodo Island. 4. The world's oldest pyramid. Not Egypt, the world's oldest pyramid belongs to Indonesia, named Gunung Padang. Gunung Padang is a hill located in West Java, Indonesia, considered an extremely important archaeological site. Initially, this area was thought to be a megalithic structure built from large stone blocks several thousand years ago. However, recent studies have shown that the structure beneath this hill may date back to around 20,000 years ago, even earlier than civilizations like Egypt or Mesopotamia. Gunung Padang is composed of thousands of andesite stone blocks stacked on top of each other, forming steps and paths to the summit. Archaeologists believe this site could be an ancient temple or a structure with religious or ceremonial purposes. Excavations using geophysical technology have revealed that beneath the surface of Gunung Padang there are hidden architectural layers and structures, with some possibly dating back 25,000 years. This, if confirmed, could make Gunung Padang the oldest known man-made structure in the world. That extremely ancient foundation shows that Gunung Padang is not only the oldest megalithic site on Earth, but also the oldest pyramid-shaped structure according to our current understanding. Indonesian scientists were once surprised by the pyramid test results. Advanced techniques reveal, and precisely, the large and small rooms, walls, gates, stairs, and other structures inside the pyramid. Researchers speculate that this structure has numerous rooms and chambers beneath the earth mound covered with dense vegetation. The stone walls in adjacent areas are completely covered under thick vegetation that has grown over this site for centuries. More surprisingly, during core drilling for dating this site, scientists found that much of the buried structure was actually reinforced with some kind of cement. Its composition contains 45% iron ore, 41% silica, and 14% clay. A mixture that researchers say is another piece of evidence showing sophisticated high-level construction techniques were used in building this structure. According to Darwin's theory of evolution, human civilization could not have appeared more than 10,000. At that time, humans were still primitive cave dwellers, not yet evolved and intelligent. If Gunung Padang, upon re-examination, proves to have absolutely accurate archaeological results, it would be evidence against this theory. Therefore, Gunung Padang has become the epicenter of archaeological controversy. The existence of Gunung Padang has raised many questions and challenges to current understanding of human history. If the structure's foundation truly dates back 20,000 to 25,000 years, it would completely overturn perspectives on how humans began building large architectural structures and had complex social organization. Although there is still much debate and ongoing research, Gunung Padang has attracted the attention of archaeologists, scientists, and history enthusiasts worldwide. With nearly 150 volcanoes, Indonesia is the country with the most volcanoes in the world, located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, the most seismically active area on Earth. Indonesia has nearly 150 active volcanoes. This is the highest number compared to any other country. These volcanoes are not only the source of many earthquakes and eruptions but also characteristic of Indonesian geography and culture. The most famous among Indonesia's volcanoes is Krakatoa, located between Java and Sumatra in the Sunda Strait. In 1883, Krakatoa experienced a terrible eruption, considered one of the most violent volcanic eruptions in modern history. The explosion's power was equivalent to 200 megatons of TNT, 10,000 times the Hiroshima atomic bomb. The eruption generated tsunamis, destroyed thousands of villages, and killed over 36,000 people. This explosion was recorded echoing up to 4,800 kilometers away. considered the loudest sound ever heard in history, Krakatoa. As catastrophic eruption, Indonesia also experienced the horrific eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815. Mount Tambora on Sumbawa Island is recorded as the largest volcanic eruption in modern history. This eruption caused Tambora, the main causes were tsunamis, famine, and disease after the eruption. Volcanic ash and gases from the eruption spread globally, significantly lowering Earth's temperature, causing a year without a summer in 1816 in the Northern Hemisphere, affecting crops and causing widespread famine. These historical eruptions not only caused human and property losses but also affected global climate and life. Preparing to deal with future eruptions is a significant challenge for Indonesian people and government. You might not know that Indonesia is one of the countries with the greatest linguistic diversity in the world, with over 700 languages in use. This results from the country's cultural, ethnic, and geographical diversity, with over 7,000 islands and more than 300 different ethnic. Bahasa Indonesia is the official and most widely used language. It serves as a common language connecting ethnic groups nationwide, especially in education, government, and media. Besides Indonesian, people across the country use hundreds of local languages, each typically associated with a specific ethnic group or region. Despite linguistic richness, Indonesian serves as the common language and helps maintain national unity in such a diverse context. Many Indonesians are bilingual, using local languages within family and community, while using Indonesian in formal or interregional communication situations. Online begging becomes popular profession. Unseen online. Since the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak, people in difficult circumstances have used social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube to seek help. They post images, videos, or write stories about their difficult situations, thereby attracting attention and sympathy from the online community. On TikTok, a live streaming trend has emerged where online beggars can receive money through gifts from online viewers. These gifts can be converted into real money. Social media in Indonesia has a large user base and widespread accessibility. Those needing help can reach more people compared to just begging on the streets. Alongside those with good intentions willing to help in various forms, some criticize online begging behavior, considering it exploitation of others' kindness and potentially creating fraud cases. Many have pretended to be in difficulty to ask for money and seek personal gain. Indonesian authorities and social media platforms face challenges in managing and monitoring online begging activities. Some worry about fraud or exploitation of this method for improper gain. Some platforms like TikTok have had to implement stricter content control measures to prevent abusive behavior. As social media continues to develop, online begging may continue to be popular. However, this also requires better management from authorities and platforms to ensure help reaches those truly in need. Not only do the living need to change clothes and dress nicely, the dead in one area of Indonesia also receive this treatment. Manin is a unique and special ritual of the Toraja people in Indonesia, typically held in the Tanah Toraja highlands. This ritual is usually performed to honor and remember the deceased and carries deep cultural significance in the life of the local community. The Manin ritual mainly involves changing clothes for the deceased. After a long burial period, families will exhume their relatives' bodies to change into new clothes and care for the remains. This is considered a way to express love and respect for the deceased. It helps families reconnect with the deceased and commemorate them within the community. Before conducting Manane, Families often prepare new clothes, flowers, and other items to place beside the deceased. After the body is exhumed, relatives wash and change the clothes of the deceased. They also often apply makeup and rearrange the coffin. This can occur multiple times throughout the life of the deceased. Meaning reflects the differences in the Toraja people's concepts of death and the soul. They believe that death is not the end but part of the life cycle. And caring for the deceased is necessary for the soul to be at peace. If you want to explore valleys with dense forests and swamps like in science fiction movies, visit Baalin Valley, the ancient valley in Japan. This place is still inhabited by wild tribes, preserving many relics from the Stone Age. Baalin Valley is located at an altitude of about 1,600 meters above sea level, surrounded by majestic mountains. This area has a mild climate and beautiful scenery with lush green fields and flowing rivers. Baalin Valley is home to many tribes, with the Dani being the largest ethnic group. They are famous for their unique customs, traditional attire, and cultural festivals. The Dani have many unique rituals, including war festivals where they reenact traditional battles with ancient costumes and weapons. Baalin Valley is increasingly becoming a popular destination for those who love cultural and natural exploration. Tourists can join tours for hiking, sightseeing, and learning about the daily life of the local people. It is also an ideal destination for those who enjoy nature and cultural photography, with beautiful scenery and friendly people. Topping the list of dishes that only the brave dare to try is paniki. This dish is made from bat meat, and despite its strange appearance, it is favored by many locals. The bats selected are usually fruit bats to ensure safety and hygiene. Bat meat has a sweet, tender flavor and is considered very nutritious. Before cooking, the bats are cleaned, with fur and internal organs, then cut into bite-sized pieces. The bat meat is cooked with coconut milk, spices, and often stewed until tender. Some variations may add vegetables or sauces to enrich the flavor. Although paniki is loved in many places, this dish also faces some controversy related to wildlife protection. Some animal protection organizations call for limiting the hunting and consumption of bats to protect these species and maintain ecological balance. The next scary dish is set ula. Set ula, also known as grilled snake meat, is a unique specialty dish of Indonesia. Especially popular in some areas like Java, set ula is often made from snakes such as water snakes or cobras. The snake will be cleaned and cut into small pieces. Then, they will be marinated with spices for a certain time to absorb the flavors. The snake meat pieces will be skewered and grilled over charcoal or embers until golden brown and fragrant. Set ula is usually served with some dipping sauces like soy sauce or peanut sauce, along with fresh vegetables or cucumbers. This dish is often sold at street food stalls or in culinary festivals, attracting both locals and tourists. Although it is a local specialty, many tourists dare not try it. Just thinking about the snakes when they were alive is enough to make many people's legs and hands tremble, let alone eating them. Indonesia, with its distinctive natural beauty and rich cultural diversity, is an attractive destination for those who love exploration. From world-famous landmarks to unique customs and even somewhat scary dishes. All of these create a very unique and interesting Indonesia. However, Indonesia also faces challenges from development and climate change. Preserving cultural heritage and natural resources is essential for the country to continue developing sustainably in the future.
If the legend hooked you, subscribe and open the next case.